Hello everyone, this is Mayank Sanghvi from vlemon.com and I'm back with another video. And in this video, we are going to learn about different types of layer available in Framework Manager. So layers in Cognos Framework Manager, this is the content for this video. So we are going to discuss about data layer, business layer and presentation layer. Okay, the one thing I want to share with you, it is not mandatory to create this layer or data layer or business layer in presentation and in your framework manager model. It is not mandatory, but it will help you for your development cycle or for your maintenance of your project. So if you are dividing everything in different layers, then it is very easily you are able to manage everything very easily. You are able to modify everything easily. It is your choice whether you want a single layer or multiple layer. It is just based on your development or how you like the development of framework manager. As a best practice, IBM told that you have to use two layer, but in most cases we are using three layer. First one is database layer or data layer, second is business layer, third one is presentation layer. So let's start. What is data layer? Data layer or database layer or import layer, it is a layer where you can import your database items. So database items includes database tables and views. SP in some scenarios create relationship or cardinality between your imported database table. Okay, you have an option whether you want to create a relationship between your tables at the time of import, but in some cases the best practice is don't import the relationship at the time of importing your database object. So it is just based on your best practice. If you think it is good to import the relationship while you are importing your database object, then you can import at the time of or you can create relationship at the time of import of your database. And if you think it is good to manually create relationship between all the database objects, then you can uncheck the create relationship based on the database. Okay, and change the column behaviors. You can change the behavior whether the column is behave like an attribute or measure or it is an identity column. The normal or the thumb rule is all the identity columns or the keys column are to be become an identity. And for attributes, let's first discuss about measures. So all the numeric columns which is going to be become a part of calculation, all those are measures, and remaining all the stuff is attribute. So if I'm going to discuss about, let's say I have a customer table. In customer table, customer ID is an identity, customer first name and last name is your attribute, and let's say this is a customer order table, sales order table, so customer due is a measure. Okay, so that's it. This is the things you have to do in data layer. If you think I missed anything, leave a comment so everyone able to know that what I missed. Okay, the next is business layer. Business layer is your actual logic layer or the layer where you are going to implement your business logic. Okay, in this we are going to perform combining two or more queries. So let's say I have let's again take example on customer and assume my customer data is divided in multiple tables and I want to create a single table for customer. So I'm going to combine all these. I create a new query subject and combine all the things in my business layer. We also perform renaming of columns in business layer. So for example, I have a p name column in my table. Now how to know what is exactly meaning of p name or what p name column contains? So in this layer you can define name or rename the column. So maybe p name is a product name or p name is maybe a person name. So you can rename the p name to be a product name or person name based on your table. So it is a product table, then of course it is a product name. and if it is a person table, then it contains the name of the person. Next thing, we are we are going to apply some filters on our query subject. So let's say I want a data only for particular reason, so I'm going to apply a reason filter on my all the query subjects or the required query subject. Implement the securities. Let's say I have a query subject specific for Indian business user, so I'm going to apply a group on this query subject based on only Indian users. And another verse, let's say I have a group of user only from US and UK, and I want to, for a particular query subject, I found only US or UK user are able to use those query subject, then I'm going to implement security in business layer. Add business logic and calculations. So let's say I have a calculated column, and based on 2 columns I have to create the calculation for this 3 column. And for example, let's say C1 and C2, and I want to perform a multiplication, and I want to create a new calculated column C3. So C3 equals to C1 into C2. Okay, this is easy, but what if I have to add some a business factor or something deviation factor in my this column? So let's say C1 into C2 and into some constant, then everything is come under the calculation part. All this thing I'm going to implement in my business layer. Okay, that's it for business layer. And next we are going to move the presentation layer is the final layer. In this, generally we have to create shortcuts available, query subjects available in my business layer. I think I missed one thing. We also organized our query subject in it at business level. You can also do this at presentation layer. So this is your choice whether you want to create a folder structure in business layer or presentation layer. This is your choice. So I think now you are able to understand why we create different types of layer in Framework Manager. Of course, it is not mandatory, but for good maintenance purpose or good code, you have to create 3 types of layer. It is your choice whether you want to create 3 layers in your Framework Manager model or 2 layer. This is your best practice. You have to decide what is good for your project. Still facing any issue, still confused anywhere, feel free to leave a comment. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you for watching guys, and see you in another video.